What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Overtime with RDL. My guest this week is former Ruston High All-State standout and current Lamar softball player Cala Wilson. Kayla is just coming off her sophomore season at Lamar. She led the team with 9 home runs and 3 triples, and also was second on the team with 40 RBIs, 13 doubles, 57 hits, and a 311 batting average as well. And it's hard to believe she's already completed 2 years of college softball. So I remember when I was covering her, obviously at Ruston High, and we'll get into that later. But Kayla, I really just appreciate you taking some time and just joining the podcast.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Again, for those that did not pay attention to Kayla's, softball career at Ruston High, she obviously did a lot for the Lady Bearcats, but just her senior year alone, just listen to this. She was an All-State selection, hit 574 at the plate with 15 home runs and 45 RBIs, set the single season program record with 15 homers. So, Kayla, I guess just for you, what was the transition like, maybe from going to Ruston High to the college level, and how do you feel like the last 2 years have just kind of played out for you?
I feel like the transition wasn't as bad as I didn't expect it to be bad, but it was a good transition, especially with classes being different, schedule being different. Now that I can wake up earlier for weights, gonna have to wake up earlier for weights. Um, Schooling, like I said, and then practice is a little bit longer and more intense. So it wasn't too bad of a transition. I mean, with the love of the game, I knew it was going to be difficult, and I just put my head down and put in the hard work.
Obviously, you got a chance to play a lot during your freshman year. I was looking, obviously, your sophomore year, you started all 58 games at first base this spring. Like, when was there a moment where you felt like just truly comfortable or like, okay, the game isn't too fast for me? Like, I feel like I'm getting it.
Definitely felt that my freshman year after a few starts. I was like, yeah, I got it. I mean, it's the same, it's the same softball. Got to keep it simple. Just keep having fun and doing the things I love out there.
Was there anything in particular, I guess, like going from Ruston High to the college level? Like, do you feel like there was anything that you took from your time at Ruston that kind of helped like the transition?
Definitely patience. I've had 3 coaches through high school and everything, so definitely again the patience, getting to understand other coaching methods and understanding my uh, emotions with everything and everything. So definitely the aspect of it in the game, out of the game, being coachable, making sure me as a player, I'm doing all I can to be an athlete, a great athlete to them.
Yeah, obviously, you guys were able to make the Southland Championship this season. I'm just curious for you as you reflect on what you guys were able to accomplish this season. How do you just kind of, recap just what you guys were able to do this year?
Like it was amazing. Like that was something that we've set from week 0. We had a week 0 this year. That was kind of different. We wanted this season to be different in that we took that to the next level of wanting that. That's what really set us apart from this season and last season. We were very committed to each other and wanting to take those next steps, all the way from coaches, all the way to down to the training staff and everything.
For you, obviously, I know you're still an underclassman, I guess, as far as like just your level on the team. But did you kind of see yourself maybe take like a leadership role like this year? How did that maybe play out for you?
Of course, I feel like I definitely took a leadership role. I uh being a sophomore, I had a freshman right next to me at second, so definitely having to riff things up for them and everything, making a cool transition for them themselves. Yeah, and just in general, we did have a lot of freshmen to start this year, so just having that aspect of them being on the field, making sure they have a good transition, being of an upperclassman to them.
How would you maybe describe just kind of like the program's identity and just kind of the culture that you guys have tried to set over the last couple of years?
Family. Forget about me, I love you. That was our biggest thing. And we definitely achieved that goal of feeling like a family this year. We like it was definitely different with us hanging out more than last year. We went to the state fair as a group, a little we were doing different things together, and definitely a very good atmosphere and culture that we're building here. And I know we have way more to go and give to each other. And so that's why I'm really excited for next year. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I was gonna say for you, like, what does your off season kind of look like? Are you gonna take like a little bit of break and then kind of go back, or like how does the team kind of handle the off season?
We all handle it a little bit differently. I know me personally, I'm taking me a little bit of break now. I mean, gotta get mentally back in it. So just take my time, understanding my weaknesses of last year and putting in the work to even those out and make that one of my powerful assets. And I know that's one thing that we want to do as a group too. We're not going to take the summer lightly. We want to implement things now that we want for next season.
Looking back on your individual season, is there anything, I guess, this off season that you're hoping to improve on just as you enter next year?
I definitely want to improve on my hitting. I definitely know I can hit more than nine. I've done it before, and so I on the path that I am going on right now. I know if I keep going, I'm at a steady pace. Had better stats than last year, so just keeping at that and steady growing.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take an ad break, then we'll come back to this interview.
Okay.
This portion of Overtime is sponsored by Smith Law Offices. Mike Smith is a three-time Best of Lincoln Parish Award winner, committed to providing the highest quality repair replacement. Okay, messed that up. Yeah, come back to that. Back here with Kayla. Kayla, again, obviously, you started your career at Ruston High, and you just had the ability to obviously hit at a high level. You obviously were the leadoff hitter for the Lady Bearcats. I'm just curious for you, like, maybe walk us through, if you can, just kind of what you remember just about when you first got to Ruston High and kind of how you saw the program obviously elevate by the time you left.
Right. First getting there wasn't really. I was doing dual sport again, so starting up, I was going with volleyball. So I did miss a lot of fall with the team and everything, but I was still kind of there. But getting into it and everything, getting there every day, it was definitely different with how things were run. I did play travel ball, so level was just a little bit higher with travel ball, but going there, seeing everything, definitely knew I'm gonna be the game changer here. Like, and I want to be that for the team just in general. So I just tried hard, put my head down, and did what the coaches needed me at the time.
Yeah, like you mentioned, obviously you had a lot of coaches in your time at Ruston. I guess when Coach Garvey came, obviously she was the last coach you had there. How did you maybe see the program just kind of change under her? Obviously, you guys were able to make a run to the playoffs and win a lot of
Mhm.
games your senior year.
I feel definitely with the change too was our senior class. Definitely a big role of how the program went itself. If we as seniors don't buy in into what she has to say and everything, then others won't either. So that was a big part.
When you look back just on that senior class, obviously a lot of you, even a couple people behind you, obviously were able to go on and play college softball. I guess what do you feel like just kind of made that senior class so special and kind of allowed you guys to make the run that you did?
We had the want as a group too. We wanted to do more. We wanted to set a standard, be that difference in how the program goes. We wanted to push each other. Yes, we wanted the most out of everybody and just the most out of ourselves. And we wanted to do great with the program and leave it good.
Absolutely. When you look back on just like when you first got started with softball, I'm curious, what are some of your early memories? What are kind of some of the early coaches, the teammates, just things like that? When you think about just kind of how you got started?
First thing I think about when I think about younger me is playing t-ball and running after girls just so because I knew a little bit. I was like, I need to get it out. What do you mean I tagged her, she not out? It's t-ball, like they're not gonna count it. So like just growing up, like I definitely would say I learned the game fast, and so it made it a very like competitive for me. So I was very competitive young at an age, wanting to win and everything. So very compassionate about the game. And I feel like throughout the years, that passion just continued to grow and it got me where I am now.
Who would you say are maybe some coaches, maybe outside of high school wise, who would you say are maybe some coaches that kind of helped you in your development and pour into you as you grew in the game?
Definitely Lee. He was one of my first coaches with Texas Glory when I first started playing out in Texas. And then Kevin, my last 2 years coaching with him, having him, very, very good coaches. They very much took me out of my shell and took me to the next level for sure.
I was gonna say, like, what lessons did they teach you that kind of just molded you into the player that you became?
Just keeping it competitive and keeping it me. I would play and they're like, you do you. You don't have to worry about too much. Just go out there and do your best. And definitely a good model set for how I am today. Yeah.
I'm curious for you, like throughout obviously your high school and college journey, how much of your parents and just your family been a support system for you?
Very supportive. I definitely wouldn't be here uh, doing the things that I do if it wasn't for them. I remember my mom catching me and having bruises all over on her hands. Like I gave her arthritis in her hands, like pitching it so hard. Like they definitely was a stepping stone for me. Like they took me to all my practices and all that. And then having to want to be a role model for my younger brothers definitely set the standard there high too. I have two youngest ones playing baseball, and so I'm like, well, y'all gotta get like me and hit 15 home runs like during high school and stuff. Like I'm setting the bar high for them, and like I want them. At the day, I mean, I do want them to do good, but like, gotta keep setting it high. So I want them to beat me, and they should have the want to beat me too. And I want them to have that competitiveness and passion like me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
We'll take another ad break, then we'll come back to this interview.
All right.
This portion of Overtime is sponsored by Ruston Glass. Ruston Glass is a three-time Best of Lincoln Parish Award winner, committed to providing the highest quality of repair, replacement, and installation services. Give them a call or visit them at 512 East Georgia Avenue. From repairing cracked glass to installing commercial storefront, Ruston Glass is prepared to assist you with any needs in the glass industry. Back here with Kayla. Kayla, this is my favorite segment of the podcast where we just kind of do some icebreakers or try and get to know our guests outside of the sport that they play and just, their personality and things like that. So we're going to be going a lot of different directions, but just bear with me here. I'm going to start you off with a tough one. If you could pick one artist to see in concert, who would that be?
I would pick Rihanna. Definitely love her music.
I was going to say, like, have you had a chance to either ever see her before? Like, what kind of
No,
led
I
that choice?
haven't. I haven't seen her before, and I would love to see. Like, she was definitely one of the people I listened to when I was younger to get hyped in a little bit and in the moving and the groove. So I would love to see her at a concert.
Yeah, unfortunately, she hasn't put out, new music in a long time, so I don't know if that's
Right.
happening.
At all, but girl can hope. Girl can hope.
Absolutely. If you woke up tomorrow and you won the lottery, you won like $10 million. What's the first thing, couple things that you want to do with it?
Definitely first give probably a meal to my family and be like, y'all do that, what y'all got going on, y'all do that. And then I'll save some and then I'll probably go crazy. Like I think I'll put like 800 and eight of the million in there and then go crazy on the 1 million I got and then we'll see what we got left. But I mean it won't matter because I got some saved. So yeah, I'll probably go crazy with the money. But yeah, I go crazy with it, give some off. Definitely like I'll probably run back and give some to the softball program at Ruston for sure. Like yeah, uh definitely would help them grow too, have all them resources. I know they just got their new facility, which looks really nice, but you can always have a little bit of more.
Yeah, that's right. That's definitely probably the most responsible answer we've had in that answer so far.
Hmm.
What would you say? This doesn't have to be softball related, but what would you say is a pet peeve of yours in life?
Just probably talking to talk. Like I really don't like when just people in general would say something and then not do it or just not follow up with it, just be kind of backhanded with it. But I definitely would say that's one of my pet peeves.
It's definitely a good one for sure. Maybe, but this is gonna be a two-part answer. Obviously in Beaumont, but obviously now in Ruston. What would you say are maybe some of your favorite spots to go after a game or just hanging out with friends to go eat?
Definitely at Beaumont would be Sushi Masa. I love me some sushi. I do there all you can eat almost all the time. I go there. And then probably here, I would probably say, let's see. Well, we just got that Texas Roadhouse. I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty good. So I would probably have to say that one.
It's definitely a one that I frequent. So do you go to Sushi Row then here in town, or like is that a place you?
I I haven't went to. I don't be cheating on sushi monster like that for real. I don't like go out too often with new sushi spots, but wow, that'll be a place I would try for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you get a chance. If you could pick one place like bucket list you would love to travel to, what would that be?
I think I would definitely want to travel to Alaska, probably. Yeah.
What are we doing anything specific in Alaska or like just
Probably just more sightseeing. It'll be a new environment, cold and snowy in the winter, and mountains involved and all that.
I like that. I like that. Who would you say in your time at Ruston was the funniest teammate that you had?
Sage Toller. She's very funny.
What made you laugh about her?
She was just always pretty much herself and doing some crazy things.
I'm sure it was also, nice to see her obviously, get the opportunity to go on and, obviously start her career at the junior college level. I'm sure you probably
Mhm.
were talking with her about that.
Right. Very proud. Very proud.
Yeah, absolutely. If you could eat one, you mentioned sushi, so maybe this is the answer, but if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Yeah, definitely sushi. Specific role would probably be Shaggy Dog.
I like that. So are you someone that like you'll eat raw and like cooked or
Oh yeah, I'll eat raw and cooked.
I respect that. Respect that.
Mhm.
What would you say in your time at Ruston? Who was like one of your favorite teachers? Someone that left a mark on you?
Mm, let's see. Probably Miss Phillips. She was an English teacher. She was very nice and understanding.
Have you
Very
had a chance to
easygoing.
come back to Ruston and see any of them or?
I'm pretty sure she left, so I haven't got to. But if I do, or Miss Rivera too. She was a Spanish teacher. I seen her. Uh, When was last year I saw her? I don't know if she's still there or not, but yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Last one for you here. What would you say is your favorite TV show?
TV show. Let's see. A little bit of Vampire Diaries, maybe. I
How many
watched a
times have you
little
seen it?
bit. I got. Oh, well, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna say Criminal Minds. I definitely I'm close to finishing that, even with the new season coming out. I binge watched that show a lot, so I would say Criminal Minds actually.
Nice, I like that. My roommate and I are just about to finish New Girl, so we're hoping to get
Yeah.
on that. I've never seen it before, so it's pretty good
Mhm.
so far, I'd
Yeah.
say. But
Mhm.
awesome. We'll take one more ad break, then we'll come back to this interview.
Right.
This portion of Overtime is sponsored by Southern Classic Chicken, proudly sponsoring local athletes. Southern Classic Chicken is the winner of the 2024 and 2025 Best of Lincoln Parish Award for Best Chicken. Located at 1010 East Georgia Avenue in Ruston, serving the best, most delicious fried chicken and sides in Louisiana for more than 35 years. With chicken so good, it's wrong. Southern Classic Chicken. Back here with Kayla. Kayla, again, you mentioned a little bit just about your off-season plans, but I'm curious for you as you go obviously into your junior season at Lamar. Like, how do you maybe see the program just kind of elevating in the Southland, and how do you maybe see the program just kind of moving towards obviously winning the conference and then obviously making a regional?
I do expect a lot from this next season. We have a lot of people. I, we I think we're having a lot of people. Don't know for sure if everybody's plans, but I'm pretty sure we're having a lot of people to stay. And so having that aspect of not a lot of new people coming in, you get to keep the same culture and hopefully they buy into it, that it makes it a little bit easier on us too, just in general. So having and like I said again, we all having that want, it makes it easier too. And us buying into us, like I'm telling you, right after our loss, man, like feelings were we were hurt, but like we were like, man, we got this next year. I really and I say that with a passion too. Like the Southland just in general, they better be ready because we're gonna be coming in hot. Like it, it wasn't flukes of us going down in Hammond. Like we went out there with a purpose and we got our job done. And we fell a little bit short at McNeese, and that's gonna be okay because next season is we're gonna make it hurt. We're gonna make it hurt.
You were about to answer my next question, I guess, is like how as a competitor do you use like those losses to kind of just, motivate you and just kind of, push you to obviously, make it through?
Of course. For example, I know Roxy Thompson against Baylor, one of her last home runs, she hit two. So that last home run, that at bat, she was just like, I'm not letting this happen again. She came in the dugout. She was like, my only thought was, I'm not letting this happen again. Like she was in the same predicament a year before, and just like she having that grit and that competitor in her, she wasn't gonna let that happen again, and gave us the leader run, tying up the game with that. So definitely, with us having a mentality like that with like her, having that through one through how many we have, like 25, 24 of us, having that mentality, it's a game changer.
Last one for you. How would you say maybe going into next year, if you got to pick a teammate that you feel like is going to kind of come maybe off, maybe under the radar, or maybe just kind of take their spot next year? Who would you say is kind of someone that fans should keep an eye on?
Definitely Samara Wesling, my roommate. She works her butt off, and she worked her butt off to get a DH spot this year and done great things for us. And I expect a lot from her this coming up season.
Definitely looking forward to it. Well, Kayla, I really appreciate your time, and again, for those that have followed along, you can follow Kayla at Lamar this coming season, and looking forward to seeing what the rest of your career holds. Really appreciate you joining the podcast.
Thank you for having me.